welcome to my house. It is Rise and Shine yoga time. So if you are, I feel like I should sing that good morning, good morning, good morning, like I do to my kids, but I won't really torture you with that every morning. Here we are. So let's start today in a seated position because we can all come to a seated position. Even if you're in a chair, boom, there you are, seated position. So if your body won't do the poses, it's okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna sit and you're gonna breathe in and out mindfully, which means just pay attention to your breath for the next 15 minutes, and that's gonna be your yoga for the day. So the breath is just a tool, and the body is just a tool that we use in the practice of yoga, and neither one is more important than the other. So if the breathing is all that you can do, you are practicing yoga, okay? So let's, we're all at least gonna breathe together this morning. So sit up nice and tall, full body, yoga's full body. Drop the tailbone, pull the pit of the belly in, start to lift up on your pelvic floor. And if you don't know what that means, when you drop the tailbone and you engage the pit of your belly, you'll start to feel that action happening. So you'll start to feel your pelvic floor lift up, and you will know it when it happens. You'll be super sure that it's happening. And then navel in and up, we're lining up that center body, nice and long, shoulder blades together, just a little bit, like you've got like a pencil or a pen or something, and you're just holding it in place back there. You want a really nice, open chest. No shoulders shrugged up, room for your pretty head. And let's just start off. Bring your hands and just bring them right here to your ribs. And we're gonna just connect with our breath. So you can close your eyes. We're gonna take a big breath in. And breathe out. Engaging the core, breathe in. Breathe out. So the whole practice of yoga is core work. Big breath in. Big breath out. Just sitting here, the pit of the belly is pulled in, navel in and up. Core work. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Just settle in. Breathe in. No thought, just breath. Move your hands. Open your eyes. Now, I love that part. Okay, so the core is still engaged. Tailbone dropped, lower belly pulled in. Nice and tall, the crown of the head is lifting up. What we're gonna do is just lift our arms up above our head, and what I want you to do, instead of scooping them forward, I want you to, let's do a little something here. Pick your shoulders up, just scrunch them up, and drop them down. And then scrunch them up again, and then I want you to shift them back as far as you can. And then let them drop down. Let's do that again. Pick them up, shift them back, and then let them drop down. So your chest is really open. And then I want you to take your fingers and put them behind your back. We're gonna just raise our hands up next to our ears, but we're gonna do it with open shoulders, okay? So chest is open, then lift your arms up. See, this way, if when you scoop your arms up, you will drop back to lift them up, you won't be trapped like this. That's just what I do. If you want to, it's not really trapped, it's probably probably preference, but I know that when I first started, my shoulders were so rounded that I could just never really breathe right. So it became habit just to drop them back and scoop up from the back. So that's what I'm going to teach you. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, you're going to bring your right hand behind your bottom and your left hand to your knee. And you're just going to twist to the right. So I'll show you just like this. Take a big breath in, get longer in your spine. And when you exhale, you can twist just a little bit more. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lift up to the center, lower belly in. Twist to the left, so same thing, other side. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. Sit up nice and tall. And then twist. Come back to the center. Take that big breath. Drop the shoulders back. Scoop up. Let's bring our right hand, bring it underneath your bum just a little bit. And then bring your left hand to the top of your head, but kind of where it's touching your ear, almost touching your ear. We're just going to stretch our neck just a little bit. Ooh, because we need it. We all need it. Looking at our computers. You just gently let your left ear fall down to your left shoulder. And you're not pulling. Your hand is just your natural weight. And then you breathe every time. Lower belly pulled in. Big full breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Open your mouth. Yoga's fun. We make noises. Left hand under your bum. Right hand to your head, elbow pointing straight out, and just let your right shoulder fall down, or your right ear fall down to your right shoulder. Big full breath. Release the neck. You're still supporting that lower back because your lower belly's pulled in. Good. Release the head. So we're going to transition to child's pose. This is one of my favorite poses. And we're going to come into an extended child's pose. And what that means is our arms will be out in front of us. So knees as wide as the mat. And you can have your knees anywhere you want because it's your practice, okay? And feet together behind your bum. I like to really get into my hips here, so that's why I bring my knees nice and wide. And then you're just going to let the heart lead. Oh, bring the arms out in front of you, forehead down to the mat. And if you can't do this, get a block or like a Harry Potter book or something and stick it underneath your forehead and bring the floor up to you. You can do that with your hands too. You can have hands on blocks, head or on your block. And then start to push the mat away from you to really send your tailbone down to your heels. So long spine. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath here. Exhale. So we're going to stay for the in-breath. And on the exhale, we're going to tuck our toes under, lift our bottom up, and come into our downward dog. Oh, and then just do your thing. Everybody's got a thing, and if you don't have one, you'll get one. Pedal your feet out, something that feels good in your down dog, especially the first one of the day. So I like to pedal my feet out. And then I like to play around with really pushing my mat away from me. Soft knees, if you have tightness in your hamstrings. Heels up, soft knees. Drop tailbone, lower belly pulled in, shoulder blades pulled together. Big breath in, big breath out. Now we're going to get a little bit of movement. Breathe in. Open the mouth, strength in stillness. Big breath in. Come into that child's pose. Exhale. Stay for the inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Lift the bottom. Lower belly's in. Breathe in. Exhale. Child's pose. Take a big inhale. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Lower belly's in. Breathe in. Child's pose on the exhale. So no flipping and flopping. Everything's with intention. Big breath in. Downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Lift the bum. Big inhale. Open your mouth. Breathe in. Lower belly's in. Tiptoe as slow as you can up to the top of your mat, you guys. Like, use your navel to really move slowly here. Forward fold. Oh, grab opposite elbows. Ragdoll. So you really want to frame your head with your upper arms here. And then everybody look down at your feet. There they are. Root down through all four corners of your feet. The ball joint on your big toe, the ball joint on your little toe, both sides of your heel. Big breath, you can sway. One more, breathe in. Release the hands. Half lift, flat back. Forward fold, drop your head. Now, we're going to stand up into mountain pose. As you stand up, I want you to drop the tailbone, pull in the lower belly, scoop the abs, and then come to stand. So let's just put our hands by our side. Look down at your feet. All four corners are really rooted into the mat, and pick up all of your toes. And feel how active your foot gets when you lift up all of your toes. That inner arch gets really active. That's your feet. That's mountain pose. Now, with the arch still activated, gently just relax the toes. Do it again. Just pick up the toes, but you're rooting down through all four corners of the foot, and the arch is activated. Then gently relax the toes. Drop the tailbone, lower belly's pulled in, scoop those abs in and up. Lift up, take a big breath. Fold and exhale. Half lift, you want a flat back. So if your hands need to come to your shins to make that happen, do that. Fold, exhale. Mountain, scoop those abs in, lift up on those arches. Fold. Halfway up, lower belly in. Fold, drop your head. Mountain, ooh, good morning. Fold. Halfway up. We're going to come into a plank. So what that means is hands on the mat, and you just gently step back. Okay, so here's the deal. When you're in a high plank, feet are flexed, and they're pushing towards the back wall, you're still in mountain pose. The integration is still the same. Your tailbone is still dropped, the lower belly is still pulled in, the shoulder blades are still nice and open, and you're looking out just in front of your mat. Knees up or down, no one cares. So if you're in a high plank, just drop your knees. Let's all do that. So drop your knees, and I want you to notice that when you drop your knees, you don't come into a tabletop. Okay, you're still in a high plank. Go back up. All you've done is drop your knees. Then what we're going to do, I'll scoot back some. We're going to shift forward just a little bit. Squeeze your upper arm bones into your body and lower your chest down to the mat. Never your face, just your chest. Lower. Leave your bum up. Lower, lower. And when your chest gets down there, slide your legs back. Notice that my face never came to the mat. Now lift your heart up for cobra. Oh, exhale, come down. So to push up into cobra, push the tops of your feet into the mat. Legs become really active, and the hip points, you're pushing the hips down into the mat. And then as you lift up, you pull out of the lower back. Exhale, come down. Use the tops of the feet, lift up to cobra. Exhale, come down. One more, lift up. We're going to lift the bum and go right back to child's pose. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth. One more. Open your mouth. Good. Now we're just going to gently transition to our back. And the way you do that is gently. Everything in yoga, there's no momentum, so there's no leg flying forward or, dropping it like it's hot. Like, that's not what we're doing. Everything is with intention from the lower belly, every movement that you make. So as you lower down, I want you to hands on the sides of your legs, curve, feel your body curve, the spine, you're holding everything central in the pit of your belly, and then lower down. Take a long stretch, because that's my favorite. And then do it again, so big your bum comes up. Oh, yay. So we're going to bend the knees, feet on the floor, and you want to really anchor that left foot in nice and close to your bum. And then your right foot, we're going to do half of a happy baby. So right foot, bend the knee, and grab the outside of that foot. And if you can't do that, grab the outside of the shin. And if you can't do that, just grab the thigh. And if you can't do that, just breathe. What you want is for that lower back to be nice and flat on the back. So this is for your hip, but it's also for your back, you guys. Like, it feels really good in the morning especially. Take a big breath in. Oh, and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe out. Release the right foot. Other side. So anchor that right foot in nice and close to your bum. And then we're going to take the left leg up. Bend that knee. And you're really pulling it wide. Like, it's not straight out into your body. You really want your left leg to be wide. And then you start to bend the knee. I always think it's like you're pulling it down into your armpit. So flex the left foot. Anchor down through the right foot. Lower belly's in. Shoulders are open. Big breath in. And you can use a strap too, or a tie, whatever you got. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull in at the pit of your belly. Big breath in. Breathe out. One more. Let it go. Release that left leg, both feet on the floor, and then we're just going to let the hips fall to the right and then to the left. And we're going to do that a few times because it feels good. Maybe 3 times each side. And for our last asana, our last pose this morning, bring your feet together, and then you're just going to let your hips fall apart like a butterfly. So Supta Baddha Konasana. Oh, and you can bring your hands to your belly. You can do whatever you want to. It's your thing. You can bring your arms out to the side. You can bring them back to that diaphragm where we started. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Trade every thought for breathe in. Breathe out. Now you can stay exactly where you are for as long as you want to, or you can transition up to a seated position. Find that center alignment, pit of the belly pulled in, sit up nice and tall. 2 breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. 1 more. Open your mouth as wide as you can. Let's bring our hands to our heart, palms together. So grateful for this morning. The light in me is the light in you. Love each other. Namaste.